or you like the thing is y'all make rules like y'all make rules for the guys that are the betas, and y'all break rules for the alphas. Okay, and this happens all day long.
Definitely right. He's definitely right.
And so
I agree.
And because of that, your man wants to be one of the alphas. Like, I don't care what any guy says, they want to be one of the guys that's alphas. Like, if I know that my girl made me wait 30 days, but she told me stories about what she did in the past, and like she let guys hit on the first night and stuff, I'm not gonna want to. Obviously, you don't love me as much, or you don't care about me as much as those other guys. No, and well, no, I agree with you. So like, there's after a certain amount of bodies, we can once again look at
a certain age, you act a little different.
She right.
Maturity. Yeah. I ain't the same person when I was 20, 21.
But
at 28.
But if we look at what men like, and I'm not saying this is every man, there's exceptions to the rules, but for the guys, especially the high value guys that like make really stupid money and stuff, but they usually want younger women. Like, so. Like,
is it because they want younger women because they couldn't get nobody in their age bracket? That's what I go for.
Hey, I honestly,
sugar baby. So you go younger because you couldn't get nobody else in your age bracket. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I'll give you an example as somebody that's 32, and I tried to date girls in my age bracket before I got with my 23-year-old girlfriend. I tried to date some girls, but they played stupid games, like not responding all day, fucking play. They play really. Like, the thing is, once you've gone through trauma and you're 30. You do some really stupid games as a woman because you've already had all the fuck boys, you've done all the bullshit. You're like, I'm not wasting my time anymore.
He's right.
And then next thing you know, y'all are like, this is
ready to change.
You want to know like the real truth, like the real big issue? If you're a woman that's a 3 or a 4 or a 5, you can still fuck a guy that's
4 or 5.
Yeah,
I'm just
like the look.
Hold on. We're gonna say 5. Hold on. Nobody's calling anybody numbers or anything. We're talking the general. I'm not calling y'all anything. I'm saying the general public. 5 is average, ladies.
Okay.
I'm a 5 as a guy. I'm an average guy. There's nothing that makes me super extraordinary. There's nothing that makes me super bad. I'm a 5. I'm an average guy. So I'm gonna say for an average woman, okay, who's like a 5, she can easily fuck a guy that's a 10. You know those guys that are 6'4", they're basketball players, whatever. They will fuck any girls. Like most guys will fuck any fucking girls. So those girls, when they do that, it inflates your ego. It makes you to be like, well, if I fucked a 10, I could probably date one of those.
But you know
I could probably marry one of those because I got sex from one. And the problem is that's just inflating your ego. Men don't even have that same issue. We don't even do that. We don't even get the opportunities like that.
That's why a lot of women say, "Oh, my man fucked a dude." I mean, a female that's like uglier than me because they can if you have that type of man that's good looking,
they can get anybody.
All women gonna come to him, so he can, he have opportunities to fuck like ugly.
Why were you shaking your head?
Yeah,
but I say they can mess with whoever they want to, but at the end of the day, they going back to the person they going home to, who's at the house. Like
maybe
you could be for sure. The girl that's crying on their pillow, that's who they going back to the home with. Like, they know them deeper than the homegirl from the club.
And there's some guys that do that where they have like a girl that's like their main girl that's always home, like that's their main woman. They have their bitches on the side. Or you could do it like Islam or Muslims where they have sister wives. You know, there's
that's different.
And honestly, this is about to be the future. Like this bothers a lot of people, but because of the internet literally causing all the women to go and start dating the top guys, this is going to be very normal over the next decade. You're going to see tons of people switching to Islam, doing the multiple wives thing, or guys having one main girl and bitches that they take out on dates and maybe fuck every once in a while. Like this is about to be a very normal thing because women don't want to settle. And I don't blame y'all for not wanting to settle. You're giving up orgasms for the rest of your life if you settle. You're literally because
the corny guy.
Because it just depends how emotional.
Trying to make it make sense.
Well, because it's very emotional for you to have an orgasm. You have to have everything has to be perfect for a woman to have an orgasm. Yes, it has to all be. There's a lot of little nuance in having an orgasm for a woman. If you try to make it with the ugly guy or the guy that you just settled for because he's a beta bucks, he has money or something like that, you might be giving up having orgasms the rest of your life. And I don't think that women should settle because that sounds horrible. I wouldn't want to do that either.
There's a difference between settling and settling down.
Yeah, I heard somebody say something the other day. There's a difference between somebody said settling sounds really bad, so we should use compromising. And I was like, like women should compromise more. They shouldn't use the word settling. They should use the word compromising because you're compromising on the things that you want. Like you're like, I want a 6'2" guy. Well, let's compromise on this guy's 6 foot. I'll take it. Compromise. Don't sit there and always tell your friends and stuff like, well, we're settling. I'm going to settle for this guy. It sounds really bad. And that's not true. You're not settling. You're kind of just getting what you're worth. We were talking about Kevin Samuels before the show started. Mm-hmm. Kevin Samuels, all he did was call out girls that called themselves 9s and 10s and said, baby girl, you're a 5. It's okay. Like there's plumbers out here, there's electricians out here, there's HVAC guys out here that are making $50K today, and they would love the fuck out of you. They're good quality men. And in 10 years, they're going to be journeymen, and they're going to take care of you really well, and they might be owning a company or something. There's great men that you can bet on as an average woman, but nobody's choosing them. Nobody wants to choose the average guys. It's fucked up.
Well, I would say that a lot of women think they're entitled to high value men without creating like that foundation.
Why would they be entitled, do you think? Like, what do you think's making them
that would be one.
This environment.
And I feel like a lot of women are told, and I've been trying to keep up with the podcast to like follow your growth. But at the same time, when I found you, thanks to APZ, she when I started watching it, it was more along the lines of like, if you're between the age bracket of 18 to maybe 24, you have this ability to get, if you're pretty, if you're 7 and above, you have this ability at your young, ripe age to get into these circles to where you can be around these high value men without having any value yourself other than your looks, which that's been perpetuated with Instagram models and all these other things where, and I'm sure you as an esthetician, I'm sure you know a lot of women pride themselves on their beauty.
Most definitely.
However, my man makes 6 figures. Okay. And he is into he's into personal fitness. He's working on his apparel and he's working on his training facility and all that other stuff. But as a massage therapist, I actually hold value to his business.
Right.
Because we both together can create something together where it's massage therapy with personal training.
Money together.
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot about muscles because I'm a medical massage therapist on top of that. So there's health benefits to having me around. Now, if he were to get somebody who's prettier than me, he can find somebody prettier than
Most
me.
Definitely.
He knows this. I consider myself a good 6'7". That's just where I personally put myself. But at the same time, could he find an 8, 9, a 10? He is a very handsome man, if I can put him. And he's from Florida, and he's from Fort Lauderdale. So that's right next to Hollywood. It's right next to Miami. He can get a Build-A-Bitch any day of the week. and somebody would take that because of how much money he makes annually. They're going to jump on that immediately. But what value do they bring him? So the reason that a lot of men end up in the situations that they're in is because they go for the 18 to 24-year-old who's a Build-A-Bitch or who's an Instagram model, or like, obviously no disrespect, but it is what it is. And these women don't bring any value. Every single woman here has an occupation. Every single woman here has one. So if you're dating a doctor, you can relate to him because you work in the healthcare industry. If you were to date a plastic surgeon, you'd work amazing with them because you're an esthetician.
Yeah, right.
And like, so all you're saying is being complimentary. And here's the thing. You can be complimentary like that, but say there's a guy who makes $500,000 a year. Okay? He kills it. He has an amazing business. His girl doesn't have to help him with fucking anything. There's nothing that he has assistants. He has everything for this business. That guy, being complimentary to that type of man is literally just being a nurturing mother, cooking, cleaning at the house, doing all that stuff because he fucking kills it in a financial way. So complimentary is different for every woman. You can be complimentary like that, or you can be complimentary by being a good mother at the house. I would argue that the more high status a man is, the more money a guy makes, the more your career has no fucking influence at all on the relationship.
Let me tell you why that's not true. Right. My boyfriend wants to eventually own his own logistics company. He wants to be able to be the person who creates the facilities where they dispatch the trucks do the deliveries and makes money that way, right? So when I was in the military, I was a truck driver. So being with that, that's another way that I compliment him, right? Now let's just say for some odd reason, the person who he uses as his partner falls flat, right? He now either has to frantically search for one or potentially lose his business. He doesn't have to because I'm here now. Oh. If you have a doctor who has his own private practice and he has people with him, you as an esthetician could tell him, like, no, that's not how that works. Look that right. Shouldn't go that
most
way.
definitely.
I'm not disagreeing with anything that you said. I told you can be complimentary.
No, but what you said was if you have a man that's killing it, you as a woman don't need to provide much other than a home. That's not true. You can provide
I stick by what I said.
You can provide.
I'm not telling you to change it.
The support and like y'all working together. Y'all working together is is the main thing.
Yes.
There's this whole obsession with like power couple stuff, and I get it. My dad was the perfect power couple. Him and my stepmom fucking killed it. Like I'm talking about, they're both fucking killing it right now, owning tons of property together. Okay, so yeah, I get the whole power. Trust me, it's my biggest dream.
It depends.
Trust me, it's my biggest dream. But at the same time, I'm just telling you, it's different for every couple. I just want you to be. I'm just happy you're complimentary. I don't care how any woman is at this table complimentary. You can be complimentary with, the esthetician or the doctor or whatever. But I will tell you, the more money a guy makes, the less your career matters. And the biggest reason why is because when a woman makes money, it's her money. Okay. And then on top of that, whenever a woman is like really developed in her career, she really gives a fuck about her career, the man's career doesn't matter. And that's not how it's going to go. It's never going to be like that with a man that's really fucking killing it. He's going to expect you to put everything into what he's doing. And like you can put into your, like, trust me, they do want a girl to have her side hustle because you don't want to be bothered all the time by your girl all the fucking time. But I still really believe that the more money a guy makes, the less he really gives a fuck about it at all.
Nah.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.